I picked up
What year
the
is he?
tendency.
What year is
I think he came back, but I thought he was a junior or a redshirt junior.
Where is he?
He should come out. He would be drafted very high.
Oh yeah. But
Very high.
Dude had
His
11
father's
catches.
Oronde Gasden Senior. So
yeah, he had 11 catches for 101 yards. But Shane, every time they were in trips, he would be number 2 off the ball.
Okay.
We never, like, coverage wise, I was so angry because you had nobody over him to reroute him. He was getting a free release, running 10 yards downfield.
let's see if we can pull it up, because this is what we do on.
No, let's not pull it up. I don't want to see it. It just angers me. So I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
What were they not doing? What were they not doing?
The last drive Yukon had to score, we're down 2 scores. We're driving. The clock wasn't stopping on timeouts.
No. I said, what were they doing with Oronde Gasden that we were not
Nothing.
covering?
We weren't doing nothing.
Did they put anybody over him? How did they play him?
That's what drove me nuts. No.
Yeah, so they didn't reroute him. Let me ask you this, though.
I would put someone on top of him to reroute him.
Was he always off the ball?
So that's the other thing. They did a good job of moving him around, but I picked up the tendency. Yeah. Anytime they put him on the line, he was in a 2-point stance as a wing. Yeah. And they always ran away from him.
His tight ends coach is a Jersey legend.
He would cut off, or he would run around. Oh, yes.
Probably going to be the next Temple head coach.
Yes. And then, they throw just a direct screen to him, and there's nobody fucking over him.
Oh,
how are you not over?
Here, I see they're 3-over-3 on him.
Well, eventually they moved out to that, but before he was untouched, and they're off him, and he's not.
I think you're right. Like, I don't. You know what I understand? I didn't look at this as in depth, but now I'm looking at it. They were playing man with nobody over the top at times.
No, the safety was
not blitzing all of the guys. They would drop them.
No,
dude. Me and Shane break down the stupidity of.
Oh my gosh!
This is not just
and Burton
Yukon makes dumb mistakes.
That Brock, and I think Brock.
There's a lot of listen. We listen. LSU had defense coordinators a legendary guy. They make so many mistakes. These guys. That I call. See, today's defenses and offenses, okay, are like what you see in high school now. Every week it's something slightly different. Yep. Every week you have to completely adapt.
Correct.
To college football. Every week you have some sort of gimmick you got to worry about.
Sure.
Every single week. This is what high school is, okay?
Yeah.
And when you get to the better high school programs, like the bigger divisions, you're seeing this all the time. One team does this, the other team does that, the other team does this, and that's what college football has become, right?
Copycat league.
It's
kind of a deal.
Of course it is.
Disruptive. Everything's disruptive. Everyone's designing their offenses to be disruptive.
But Dave, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
So the coaches are not equipped at the college level. Because if you come up as a GA,
I'm equipped. I could have solved that problem.
Unless you're smarter. I've talked to Shane about this. There are a lot of guys that are systematic.
They stay within their system. I get that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for you to, if you run a certain approach to things. Because I've seen this with high school coaches. I've won 90 championships playing cover 2. Okay, great.
Yeah, they don't get
what
out of it.
You get a quarterback. That runs 4 verticals and you get it to the whole shot on the outside. It'll be this. This is all they're going to be doing.
They don't play to the strengths of their talent, 100%.
Right? Or they run double posts on the outsides. What are you going to do?
Exactly. But my thing was Syracuse has a horseshit run game. Okay.
True.
I would have rushed 3 and dropped 8.
Hey, Steve, let me ask you this, though. What do you think about the 3-man front defense? What are your feelings on that? What's your favorite?
Shane, if I ever coach defense, I'm going to run a 3-4. I love the 3-man front. It's very.
No, I'm saying with ours, though.
He didn't bring 3-5. Steve
I hate the 3-3-5
the whole time. Like
I was angry.
Yukon, we are terrible tacklers. Awful.
Well, I don't think they work on it, but nobody practices in pads anymore.
I was going to say, nobody in college football does it, but they do not come to balance when they get to, and it's consistent. We are not good tacklers.
Across the board, yes.
Yes.
I don't know that anybody's great tacklers anymore. I just feel like
they don't work on it.
The better the athlete are, they have more of a better chance of getting them down because nobody works on it. Like we were watching a couple of weeks ago, we were pulling up the clips from the Alabama LSU game, and Alabama turns out to not be very good. But Alabama was running.
I love how you say not very good. Meanwhile, they have 10 first-round draft picks.
Well, they are very good. I'm just saying, like they should be better.
They're okay. Yeah, he's getting
Milroe you force him to just throw. When you force him to just throw, he's got he's not much different than the Yukon quarterback. He's got an absolute hose for an arm.
Well, I'm sure he has better accuracy though.
He's a little bit, obviously. He's at Alabama. He's a little bit more. Yes, he's more.
Because it was the first game my father saw, and he was like, "What? Who is this guy? What?"
Are you talking about Kyle McCord?
No,
I was talking about Jalen Milroe. I was talking about Jalen Milroe.
Oh, okay.
Kyle McCord I think is a pretty high draft pick quarterback wise.
Yeah. He
had one bad game. The game against Pittsburgh. He had a bad game against them.
Yeah. Right.
What UConn tried to do was replicate what Pittsburgh did.
They did. They tried to bring pressure,
they don't have. Remember, we talked about this. They don't have the guys in the secondary to replicate.
No, not even close. And that's why they got out of it after the first drive when they scored in 2 plays.
Syracuse, if they dropped 8, Steve,
I would have dropped 8.
They would have just ran. They were
watching this again.
Beat me with that.
Watching this again. I know you said they brought pressure, but every big play I see here